Welcome to Small Stores. This is a tutorial for event holders. This is a tutorial to help you make the most of the listing that you've hopefully already placed on the Small Stores website. The first thing you would have done would to be register, and you've probably provided the basic details of your event. But tutorial is to help you make the most of it and to see all the features that you can add to your event, so that others, when they come to see the listing that you have, will see dates, times, images, all the information that will help them make a decision to come and see your event on the day. So the first thing you need to do is to log in to your event holder's account. So go up here onto the top right to the login button. Enter the email that you provided when you registered. And of course the password that you registered as well. And log in. And then you'll get to your account, and it should be set up with the basics like this. You'll see your My Account, your name will be at the top, and the basic details. And here is where you can add or edit any of those details that you provided. So you can click on the Edit Details button and add other details as you see fit, or change them if anything's changed in the time since you first registered. You'll also see another little button down here called Coupon Supplier. That's a feature that you can tick, and if any of the stalls that attend your event would like to supply a coupon, you become the coupon supplier and it will be displayed on your listing. It's another way of enticing market goers to come to your market. The stall holders can create coupons with discounts or free products or 2-for-1 offers, and if you're the supplier, then they can link that to your event, and in other words, you help each other to promote the event and to promote their stall. So we suggest that you tick that and promote that amongst your stall holders. Anyway, if you finish that, you save your account, and then you come back to adding your event. As you can see, it's quite prominent here. You just click the Add Event button. The next phase is to add the event details. Now, the event title is probably or could be different from your business name. So for this one, we'll just add these details for Variety Markets. The next thing you need to do is choose the start and date time. So to choose the start of the date, you click on this little calendar icon here. We'll say that it starts on the Saturday the 5th of May, and the time, we'll make it nice and early, starting at 7 a.m. Same here on the end and date time, click on the calendar icon, and it's a one-day event, so it's on the Saturday, and we'll make this finish about 1 p.m. Now the option here is to choose the regularity of your event. Now if it's a one-off event, well, you just leave that set as none. I'll set this as a weekly event, so every Saturday with those times it will repeat that event on the front end of the website so people can see your event each week. You might think, well, I'm only going to do this for the winter months, so I will do it for the next few months, and I'll be finishing on the first day of spring, so that's the last day of my event. There is an option here to do monthly. So if you only hold your event once a month, choose this option. The slight issue with this at the moment is that it will repeat it on the 5th of every month. So the 5th of June actually might end up being a Friday, or perhaps a Thursday, or a different day of the week, not a Saturday. So for the moment, if you do have a monthly event, please come back in every month and reset that. So once your event is over, go back in the next day and set it for the next month. We are upgrading this, and we'll let you know when that happens, where you'll be able to pick and choose the dates you want. So at the moment, we'll set that back to weekly. Now, of course, people need the event location, so put the address, and this address, if you enter it correctly, will actually be a Google Map link. So that's in Cannington, and the state and postcode as well. So you can go on the front end and make sure that's linking correctly. If not, it's possibly that you've entered the address incorrectly. We have 5 category options to choose from, so we believe that all events should fit into one of these categories. So I'm going to choose a variety markets. Now, this is an important field here, the description of your product and services, because this is where you can promote your event, entice people to come, give them a feel of what sort of things to expect at your event. So I've just prepared a little bit of text earlier, so I'm just going to copy and paste that in. Of course, you can type directly into that field. There is some basic editing there. You can put some links in there if you want. If you do, say you wanted to link it to a website, you can just highlight that link there and type in the website. Or you may have some products, or you might be connected to an organisation like a Rotary Club. You might want to put a link in there as well. What I would suggest, you say open the link in a new window, and that means when they click that link, the main website with your listing will still be visible, and the link will be on a different tab. And we go, yes, we want to click that. You can also just have a list. So if you had a list of, food, clothing, farm produce, just highlight those 3 list items, and you can just have some little button list. We'll put that there. That just makes it a little more interesting to look at when you're looking at your event. Next thing to do is to add your logo or profile picture. We really encourage you to have an image in this location. It either identifies or brands you, or gives the market goer a little bit of an idea of who you are and what you're about. We do suggest that you keep the size of the file less than 2 megabytes, preferably smaller. And we do suggest that if you can edit it into a box shape of 380 pixels by 380 pixels, you'll get the best outcome on your listing, as it will appear centralised in that box. It must be a JPEG or PNG. So you can grab your image, which I'll just grab the one here that I've created. And even though this is a square, it will fit in okay. And the next section is to add images. People want to see what you look like, what sort of stalls are there, what sort of produce to expect. Helps to define sort of the atmosphere they can expect. So really great if you can add your images. So I'm going to add 3. I think you can add a few more than that, but that's a good start. And once we've uploaded everything, I'll show you this, how it looks on the front of the website. The other thing is there's locations here for any of your social media. So if you do have them, please link them. It's always useful for people to link backwards and forwards to see what you're doing currently, and helps your listing. So I'll just use the small stalls one here. I'll copy this link for the Facebook one. And if there is a link in there, you will see on your listing there'll be a little icon shows up. So when we refresh what we've done, or have a look back at what we've done, we can see we've filled in all the details, the title, the start and date, the repeating, the location, what kind of category the market is, a great description of what's going on at the event. We've uploaded a profile picture or logo and added some images, and of course your social media. So I'm going to submit those details now. I'm pretty happy with those, and you'll be taken back to your account screen. and from there you'll see that there's an edit button. So at any time you can just hover over that, click and change any details, especially if you want to change that date regularly. I think that's really important to make sure it's maintained. And if you've got a business and you've got more than one event going on, just add another event and follow that same procedure. You could be a Rotary Club, you might have a few markets going on in the suburbs. You can just add another event there and all those details will display. So what we might do now is we will go to the website and we'll have a look how your listing looks. So on the home page there is a search button, and we were searching in WA and it was a Perth Metro and it was a variety market, and I know that we did it on the 5th of May. So I'll go to May and I'll have a look, search, and you'll see there's a little marker there. If I hover over it and click, you'll see it's a Perth Variety Markets. And click on that and there's the listing. You can see all the information we've put. The logo is nice and prominent on the left hand side. There's the Facebook link that we spoke of. There's the list. There's your link to an external website. And here's your gallery of images. And once you click on those, you can see the larger image. And your market goers can scroll through and have a look at the sort of things to expect. When we go back to your actual account, once you've finished, all you need to do is hover over your profile, log out, and you've completed your update.